Should we turn this on? I guess not. We're just leaving it. We're leaving it. Do you ever feel like your writing is stuck because you have too many ideas or you're your own worst critic? You're not alone, and I want to tackle that head on. Let's talk about how. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm one half of Jenn Squarred with my YouTube partner and friend, Jen, and we are hobby authors. Welcome. Lately, I've been asking myself, how can I improve myself as a writer? Because if you're not growing, what are you doing? If you're not learning, what are you doing? We've freshly started our YouTube channel. Subscribe, by the way, if you want to support that journey. And because of that, my consistency as a writer has suffered, which is fine, part of life. I tend to have way too many ideas, and lately I've become hypercritical of myself and others, which I'll get into, which is just so misaligned with who I am as a person. And it's not just slowing me down, it's taking the joy out of writing, which is just so sad because this is my hobby. And everybody knows that hobbies bring happiness. I'm positive that like a knitter, crocheter, or sewer just scoffed at that comment. Anyways, I've decided that I want to make a plan to get back the joy that I feel with my hobby, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So problem number one is consistency. Not every month is NaNoWriMo, and it shouldn't be, but writing every single day does keep making time for writing at the forefront of your mind. So my goal is to write once a week, and once I'm consistent with that, I can increase it. So I think every 2 weeks we could increase. I feel like once I hit 3 to 4 times per week, I'll probably stop increasing. But that being said, as a backup plan, I am planning a challenge where I will do essentially NaNoWriMo for a different month. And I'm hoping to record all of it and post all of it so you guys could follow along and maybe join in. Stay tuned. So my second issue is I have too many ideas. I've kind of been beating myself up for the constant stream of consciousness of random new ways that I could take this novel, and every idea that pops in my head feels like it could be the one that makes this novel incredible. So I write down every single one of those ideas, but if we're being honest, I have a massive to be edited or to be added document where the reality is I'm not going to be able to apply all of those ideas to this one project, and I can't possibly explore all of them at once. And everybody knows what happens when we're faced with an excessive amount of options. We freeze. Our brains are so focused on processing everything that's coming at it, which is literally coming out of my own head, and making a choice of, okay, which avenue are we going to stay on? So I just think it's time for me to create some kind of system to kind of sift through my thoughts, just to kind of decipher between what is noise and what is an idea worth pursuing for this particular project. I'm thinking of like a 3-tier system, like must write, maybe later, and not this time. That way I can clear my mind once I've cleared up that document, and I can think a little bit more critically about, not negative critically, but just really consider, oh my gosh, do I have to hold this whole time? That way I can clear my mind and really focus on what is actually important of my many ideas for the future and down the line when I'm in revisions, because baby, oh boy, will I be revising this novel. It's level 1, babe. It's level 1. That's okay. We're improving. If you have any tips or tricks on how you sort through your many plot, point, or scene card ideas, let me know in the comments. Please, because I'm looking to learn, I'm looking to improve. I'm currently refining my own process, and I'm so happy to get any and all advice. Thank you in advance. Okay, then there's problem number 3, hypercriticism. Honestly, I am my worst critic, like who isn't? But lately I've been noticing that I've started projecting my criticism, which is so not cool, first of all. But anytime I read a new novel, I'm picking it apart as I go. I even started unconsciously criticizing Jenn, and she's my hobby author friend. That's not what we're here for, and it's not cool, it's not okay, it's not fair, and it's not who I am as a person. Golden retriever energy to the max over here. I'm also not someone who handles criticism well in everyday life, so why do I think that I can dish it out? Like, I don't think I can, but I have been. It's just been coming out of me. And I think the root of this is just the massive amount of educational writer content, specifically on how to improve your writing, that I've been consuming, mostly on YouTube exclusively on YouTube. And consuming that kind of content and starting a channel, for one, it's put my brain into just this criticism mode where I'm constantly looking for the things that people are telling me not to do, what I should never do, how I could never add that to my novel. And consuming this and starting a channel on YouTube has made it feel like I should be creating this type of content too. But I'm a level 2 author, okay? I'm a level 2 author. That is not my lane at all. At all. Cheers to that. That's not me. Our channel isn't about dissecting writing craft in some clinical way to make it something useful to other people. It's about the journey, the messy, the joyful, the challenging, but accomplishable journey that is the writing process. So I'm going to shift my media consumption. I want to consume more author-tube content that is more aligned with the writing process and journey rather than how to tweak and adjust and approach my writing process. That doesn't mean we're not going to include how we're approaching things, but just take out the critical dissection aspect of it. At the end of the day, I want our channel to reflect that too. I want to show the authentic experience, the good, the bad, the level 1, the level 7. We're not anywhere close, but maybe one day. Just without getting lost in the self-criticism or feeling like I'm supposed to be teaching you something as if like as if I was going to teach you something other than how I'm enjoying this process. So thanks for listening to my thoughts on this. You can hear my plan and maybe keep me accountable. We'll see. What depends on what style of videos and content we end up creating. But if any of this resonated with you, hit that like button for me so that I know that I'm not alone. I'd love to hear what style projects this kind of content is gravitating hobbies to. Hobby people with hobbies too. What's your hobby? Tell me what your hobby is. Drop it, comment below. I want to know what it is. Or even tell me what style of writing project you're working on. Give me the lowdown. And subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that month-long challenge that I'm going to be doing this year. When will it be? She didn't say. Oh. Hope to see you next time. Bye. Okay.